everybody, it's Stuart with Wine on the Diamond. This week's Pink Society guest is Flambeaux Wines, and they were kind enough to send me a bottle of their 2019 Rosé, so stay tuned to see if it's any good. Hey everybody, before we begin today's video, if you like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click that notifications bell, and do all the things that people do with YouTube content that they like. Anyway, so today I'm going to be reviewing the 2019 Flambeaux Wine Rosé. It's 14.1% alcohol by volume, and splurge alert, you can get it for $25 at their website. Like I said, they were kind enough to send it to me in advance for this week's Pink Society chat on Twitter, so I thank them for that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this wine is going to get a good rating. So let's take a look at it and run it through the systematic tasting approach. 3, 2, 1. All right, so from a color standpoint, you are pink. Woo, you are pink. But you're not too crazy on the pink. I'm gonna say you are pale pink, no artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, so on the nose. Ooh, first thing I'm getting is this nice bit of red cherry. You get a little bit of raspberry, touch of strawberry in there. There's a little bit of like an orange. It smells like a dried orange peel. You normally get some sort of hint of like lemon or lime on Sonoma Rosés. I'm not getting it, but I am getting a very strong floral peach. There's also a little bit of like it smells like cantaloupe. Yeah, so I mean, it does have a little bit of citrus. It has a lot of red fruit. And it has a little bit of melon, a little bit of florality. That's not too bad. Okay, with all that being said, how does it taste? So first, lots of big juicy fruit. All of that red fruit goes through. You get a nice bit of that cantaloupe weaving in and out. That orange is surprisingly intense on the palate. So I do enjoy the fact that that kind of bumped itself up. And it actually has a slightly unctuous note to it in terms of the way it's almost like a dried orange peel / oil. It kind of has that texture and going on with it. There's also really bright minerality, a little bit of a salinity, kind of like a quartzy type note to it. And the alcohol, even though it's 14.1%, I would say it comes off as medium, maybe medium high, but it doesn't come off as like a high alcohol wine. And then going into the finish lasts for a while. It's got a medium plus finish. The body is a medium body. It is intensity-wise on the nose, medium on the nose, medium plus on the palate. I kind of had this hint of that citrus up front, and then it kind of like became the oil, and then it became really floral at the end with the peach that came through. And then the red fruit was just kind of anchoring it through the whole time. So, I mean, it was really kind of a cool thing that happened, but nothing ever felt like it was too spiky or too overpowering, so that's nice. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get to the blick. From a balance standpoint, I think you're in balance, full point. Length, medium plus finish, half a point. In terms of intensity, you have a medium nose, you have a medium plus palate. Because one or both of those is not pronounced, I'm not gonna give you a full point there, so half a point. And in terms of complexity, I'm not getting really any secondary aspects to it. I'm not really getting anything like malolactic fermentation. However, though, I am getting a wide breadth of fruits. So as a result, I'm gonna go ahead and give you half a point. In the end, that comes out to 2.5 points. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and lean towards very good. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because of two specific things. One, the salinity, and two, the minerality. That is a really interesting thing going on with this rosé. A lot of rosés that I have are very floral, or they're very fruit forward, or maybe they have a balance of all that stuff. Sometimes there's mallow, sometimes there's not. The lack of mallow in this wine is kind of made up for because it really has this cool, salty, kind of just quartzy note that goes on the palate. And I'm really enjoying it. I think it actually adds another layer to the complexity, not necessarily enough to maybe give you a full point on it. So, I mean, overall, it's a very good wine. If you pick it up, you're gonna enjoy it. And I think that this wine would definitely do well with, you can have some sort of hors d'oeuvre stuff, charcuterie. You could probably even start busting into some of the meats. This could go well with some chicken dishes, especially slightly spicy chicken dishes. I think this could also go well with pork dishes, as long as they're not overpowering with like heavy peppers and stuff like that. The thing that I think that this would be amazing with though is if you like marinate some pork in the wine itself, really kind of infuse some of that fruitiness in with it, and then kind of like bake it and do some cool stuff with it. I think that this can stand up to umami. So if you made like, so here's what you do. You marinate the pork, like a pork loin, and then you make a pork loin Wellington out of it. This would be awesome with pork loin Wellington marinated in the wine. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the 2019 Flambeaux Wines Rosé? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and don't forget to join us this week for the Pink Society chat on Twitter. It's on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime.